Testing, test. Oh, testing, testing. Good. Cool. I want to get food, but I feel like I don't have enough time. I just have the cookies right next to me. I might be eating cookies this whole time. Problem is, I only have this many left. I guess at halftime. Oh, at halftime, yeah. I should be able to pull through. And welcome everybody here in Wild Rose for the CWC South Conference matchup here on Zaleski Sports here in WIAA Boys High School basketball coverage. Coming to you here in Wild Rose, Brendan Retzloff, Joshua Bush here for this one tonight between the Pacelli Cardinals and the Wild Rose Wildcats. It's our auto services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. Just about 2 minutes until tip-off here. And taking a look at both of these teams here, starting with the away team, the Pacelli Cardinals, with a week left in the regular season, 15-6 this year, 8-2 in second place in the South, right behind Almond Bancroft, who has been at perfection this year, looking to be a 1 seed. Pacelli looking to either be a 2 or a 3 seed going into the tournament coming up, and brackets for that are going to be coming out this upcoming Sunday, so stay tuned for that. And with us here at Zaleski Sports, we got our VIP type of section, $5 to sign up to get those brackets, to check out the latest on that. But this team under John Shirk doing pretty great this year, 15-6, like I mentioned. And Camden Shirk, 19.7 points a game, 6.1 rebounds. And Logan Meyer, 13.4 points a game this season, as well as about 5 assists per game. But how about Wild Rose here? Taking a look at them, they've lost 4 out of their last 5, averaging 39 points a game. But their last game, they did win against Gresham Community, 51-33. 6-15 this year, 3-7 under head coaches John Hudziak and Jacob Lund. And for them, they, with their players, Evan Tratz, top scorer on the team, 14.7 a game, 4.8 rebounds, 2.4 assists. Logan Erdman in second on the team in points, 7.6 a game, 5.8 rebounds per game. Jaden King, the junior, 7.4 rebounds, 7.4 points, 8.4 rebounds per game. We'll conclude our Auto Select pregame show. Auto Select, Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go. We'll be right back.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust in Stevens Point and Plover. At Auto Select, you're good to go.
Here tonight here in Wild Rose. The second to last CWC South regular season game of the season. And here we go. Wild Rose winning the tip-off right away. Missing the layup opportunity was Zacharias, and a foul right away. Here in this one, we'll see who they got on it. And they're going to get Joseph Birch on it. Birch, the senior for this team. 4.5 points per game this season for him. He doesn't score the basketball much, but does a lot out there on the offense, and going up with it, no good, was Trotz. Shirk dribble drive down the court, and he gets fouled on the reach in, and it's on Trotz. So 2 fouls in the first 17 seconds. Pacelli going quick with it. And it's Meyer. Meyer looks around, finds his man on the perimeter, kicks it outside to Shirk in the corner. Just a little long off the back iron, out of bounds, and Pacelli will keep it. Andrew Van Order set up to throw it in from the baseline. With 17:29 to go here in the first half. Shirk off the reception to Van Order. Van Order down low, looking around to the big man. No good, and put it back up. Joseph Birch with it. Zach Gianti, the big fella, tried to get it towards there, but a little too much. And speaking of too much, too high on the pass from Zacharias. Van Order inbounds it to Meyer. Logan Meyer, pretty terrific ball handler this year, and to Van Order, and Van Order hits the 3, nylon. So the senior hits the first 3-pointer here in this game. Jaden King with it. Student section here in Wild Rose trying to turn out a little more, and nice rejection from behind by Zach. Shirk, nice hesitation, spins around, hesitates, goes up with it, and drops one in. Pacelli already up 7-0, and just like that, a timeout is granted to the Wildcats. We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
And welcome back, everybody. Off the little timeout there, and an air ball 3-pointer must have been tipped, and taking up the floor is Meyer. Meyer hands it off to Shirk, and Shirk drops one right from the right-hand side. And Pacelli looking to assert their dominance, holding that second-place spot here in the CWC South this year. And a little too long with a pass. Shirk's going to receive it off, and Shirk goes up with the right hand, and he gets the and one. How about this start for the Cardinals? Already up 11. 6 points for the junior off the get-go. And he's going to the free throw line. The Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel free throw line. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro, the first choice and number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro like it never even happened. In and out it goes. Kicks it outside. Pacelli with the rebound. And a little bit of a miscue of a pass, but getting it back. Meyer, step back. The J. Left it short, front iron. Rebounded by King. And Trotz. Down the floor. Pass it around the perimeter. Wild Rose with a cross-court pass. Trots from downtown. And he gets nylon. He averages 14.7 a game this year, the top scorer by far for this Wild Rose squad. So Pacelli, they just have to find ways to stop him. Meyer hits the three, and the response. 4 different players for Pacelli have already scored. Logan Meyer right there hitting the triple. Erdman now over to Trotz. Finds his man. Over to Bowen. Off the screen and kind of lost it into the official he goes. And Zacharias ends up going right into the sideline judge as he tried to save it. But Jackson couldn't get there in time. It's another turnover on Wild Rose. Van Order kicks it out to Meyer, hesitates, puts it up and rises to the occasion. Another 3 for Logan Meyer, back-to-back triples for the senior. This team getting it all done without their sophomore superstar, Jaden Awe. He only played 6 games this year, then got injured, but he led the team in points per game and rebounds per game. Over 20 points a game and 18 rebounds. Just an absolute stud of a player. And we wish him the best recovery. Meyer, bounce pass over to Van Order. Van Order hesitates, dribble drive inside, navigates to the basket. And Pacelli is starting this season, or this game, excuse me, on fire. 19-3 your score with 13:48 to go here in the first half. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
Welcome back, everybody. Today's game is presented by Maher Water. We all depend on our water, so let Maher Water Corporation ensure you and your family are in the right hands for clean water. Learn more at maherwater.com. 19-3 lead for the Pacelli Cardinals. In complete dominance right now. Rebounded by Van Order off the missed shot from Erdman. Cross court. Pacelli with it. They like to play quick on the offense when they got those numbers. Van Order again off the pass from Birch. And it's going to be a deep triple off the mark from Meyer. Rebounded by Trotz. Evan Trotz over to Erdman. Trotz thought about rising, decides to pass it into the corner. Pacelli playing that 2-3 zone coverage right now and leaving Trotz wide open for a 3. Just missed it. Rebounded. Zacharias had it, and they're going to say this is just out of bounds, no foul. And Wild Rose will keep it. Wild Rose wearing the white, Pacelli in the red here tonight. A nice screen. Could have been a moving one on the offense, and that is exactly what it is as Jaden King gets called for the illegal screen. And Jaden King, he's got a really big frame to be able to play that big man down low for this Wild Rose team. He's just got to rise to the occasion on it. Meyer, triple teamed, finds his man in the corner. Shirk over to Van Order, back to Shirk towards the outside, and taking it. It's Flaker. Brayden Flaker into the game, missed the shot, and rebounded by Wild Rose. A 19-3 lead. And we haven't even gone 6 minutes into the game. And couldn't handle the rebound. And Shirk's going to take it. He goes up with the left hand. Foul before the shot. And it's going to be on Trotz. And that is most definitely trouble for Wild Rose. He's your best player, and he's up to 2 fouls already. Logan Martin looks to enter as Joseph Birch will go take a seat on the bench. Trotz still in for Wild Rose with the 2 fouls. Scary situation. Van Order hesitates. Dribble drive inside, kicks it out towards Meyer. Meyer bounce pass down low. Nice find over to Van Order. And Pacelli's going to reset. And Meyer's going to take it from deep, way downtown. Another triple. 3 for 4 tonight from downtown is Logan Meyer. 22-3 lead. Flaker playing the defense on King. Trotz cross court. Nice catch made. Try to go cross court again. Intercepted by the Cardinals. Taking it up in transition. It's Shirk. He tried to throw it down, but it was a light throw down. Shirk, 8 points here in the first half, 21-point lead for Pacelli. Things are getting ugly real quick. Wild Rose needs to put something together, and just nothing happening. This Pacelli 2-3 zone is all in control. Shirk, he tried to throw it down again with 2 hands, up to 10 points. A 23-point lead. And Meyer tried to poke it right out of the hands of Bowen. And Pacelli probably going to be making these substitutions so their backups can get a lot more time to play, even though there's plenty of time into the game. Van Order goes to take a seat as Asher Jordan comes in. Zacharias over with it. And now Richard Button, he's into the game. His teammates like to call him the Rich Button. And it's picked off. And he'll take it. It's Asher Jordan up the floor with a 2. 28-3 lead for the Cardinals. Putting on a clinic scoring here tonight. This team averages around 70 a game. Zacharias got the dribble drive. And that gives Wild Rose a little bit of life, because the Rose is definitely dying here in the early going. Shirk finds his man, and Asher Jordan now in the corner. It's Flaker. Flaker missed it, and a push off. We're going to see who it is. If that's Trotz, that is big time trouble. It's on Button. So Wild Rose surviving a scare there, as they do not want to bench their #1 player on this team. Officials are discussing something here. Must be a little bit of a wet spot on the floor. They're pointing out something. Jacob Lund goes to clean up the shop. He's wearing some very fly sneakers here tonight. That's what Wild Rose has going for them right now. Their sneaker game is on point. Martin. Flaker. The 3 from Meyer. No good, and if he would have dropped that one, he would have had 4 3-pointers here in this first half. I don't think right now either Pacelli is playing with, 100% effort based on how big of a lead that they got right now. But Myers playing with that effort. He tried to establish his footing in bounds. Instead, couldn't keep control, and Wild Rose to take over. Trotz faked the pass, almost was going to throw it in, and Trotz gets called on the offensive foul, and he's got 3 tonight. That is big time trouble. He gets called for using the elbow. I didn't see much there on it. I think he's just got a lot of frustration going with him right now. Being down by 23 right now. Meyer up top, over to Lucas Hammerly. He's in the game for Pacelli now. Meyer cross court, finds his man. Jordan kicks it out to Flaker. Flaker a little too long with it, but rebounded by the Cardinals, and it's Meyer again, the senior. Having a good night right now. Finds his man cross court. Asher Jordan rises and drops one right through the nylon for 3. 5 bench points for Asher Jordan here tonight. 31-5 for the Cardinals. And now Wild Rose, without their best player on offense, we'll see if they can put something together. Rises to the 3, no good was Erdman. Pacelli going quick. Meyer. Erdman gets right there on defense to stop him, but a nice find down low to Logan Martin. Another Cardinals got points on the board. 6 different Cardinals have points. 33-5 is their lead with 7:51. We'll be right back with more here on Zaleski Sports.
The Stevens Point Brewery is a proud sponsor of local high school athletics. Experience the many refreshing flavors of Point gourmet sodas, handcrafted in small batches. Each flavor is perfected for your enjoyment, from tasty black cherry cream to the world-famous Point root beer. Every bottle is in the house.
And welcome back here in Wild Rose, everybody. Number 15, Pacelli, all over the Wildcats right now. The last time these two teams played was on January 11th, and Pacelli won 65-42. That was at Pacelli. Pacelli's already got 33 on the board, and Wild Rose only with 5, and their best player has 3 fouls, and he's got to be on the bench for, you'd have to assume, the rest of the half. High arcing pass from Erdman over to Bowen. Now it's Zacharias. Between defenders, kicks it out. Nice play by Wild Rose. In the 3, just couldn't fall. In and out for Bowen. It's that kind of night right now for the Wildcats. Melise Badoon into the game for the Cardinals. Nice passing by the Cardinals in the corner. The way they were playing, Hammerly's 3, it should have fell for them. Hammerly guarding on Zacharias. Finds King. King off the double team. Zacharias goes up with the left hand, and he'll go to the free throw line. And they're going to call this foul on Logan Martin. The fact that this team's up by this much right now, just imagine if Jaden Hallway didn't get hurt this year. How much detrimental this would be for Wild Rose right now. So maybe some of their prayers have been answered. And the second one for Zacharias drops. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line. He's got 3 out of the 6 tonight. Badoon finds his man. And it's Hammerly. Hammerly inside to Martin. Kicks it outside. The three from Jordan. No good. Rebounded by the Wildcats. 6:30 remains here in the first half. Zacharias finds his man, and it's picked off by the Cardinals. And Badoon asking for it. Badoon calls, puts it up, and a putback basket from Lucas Hammerly. 7 different Cardinals have scored. And right now, it's trying to work through the half-court pressure and can't. And Shirk rises, and he gets called for the charge. And Zacharias does a good job to stand in there. He got way up there. And some substitutions here from Wild Rose as Brandon Kerwin, Kerwin enters. Cross-court passes once again. They had a wide open man down low. It was Erdman, but they didn't see him. Erdman has it now, hands it off. And guess who's back into the game? Trotz, with 3 fouls on him too. He's just asking for some dangerous type of calls here, and this one's gonna be on Shirk again, his second, so back-to-back fouls on Camden. As Trotz, one bound from the baseline over to Erdman. Erdman in the corner. Zacharias hesitates, goes through the lane, kicks it outside. The three a little too long for Bowen. Tough night shooting right now for Wyatt. And the three is taken off the back iron, no good, and rebounded by Wild Rose. A little bit scary of a pass. Wild Rose able to keep it. Lucas Hammerly was the one who shot the three, almost had it drop again. Evan Trotz, and a moving screen on Wyatt Bowen. And that's the 7th foul, but it was an offensive foul. But they're still gonna give Pacelli the 1-and-1 here. I was guessing that since it's an offensive foul, there's no 1-and-1. And the officials finally make that correction. Yeah, that's one of the rules here in the game. If there's an offensive foul and it puts the other team into a bonus or double bonus, no matter what, they do not get those 1-and-1 or 2 free throws. It has to be a foul on the other end. And finding his man down low, no good. As Jaidi wasn't able to get it to drop. He's still scoreless here tonight, and he's the 3rd leading scorer on the team. So a lot of other players stepping up here tonight for Pacelli. Under 4:40 to go, and that's just a miscue you can't have, as Evan Trotz showing a lot of frustration right now with his guys. As Braden Kerwin ended up missing him on that pass. Those are just passes you can't miss. It'll take you to the bench when you miss them. Shirk off the screen, sets up a three, no good. And what a rebound by Jaidi. And back with it's Van Order. And Van Order from the charity stripe gets the 2. 37-6. It's now a 31-point lead. Disaster in Wild Rose for the Wildcats. Trotz between 3 defenders, kicks it out, brought it back to him. Pacelli now playing man. Making that change on defense. Being up by that many, you can do that, and Bowen cannot hit the 3 right now. He's having troubles. Meyer, Euro steps his way between, couldn't get it to fall into the basket. Just about 3:30 now left in the half. Trotz has got to put something together with his guys here. Zacharias tried to finesse it home, and an underhand, pass, and the and one. Andrew Van Order. 9 points here in this first half for Andrew. And they're going to call the foul here on Logan Erdman. So 1 free throw for Van Order, and that one is nylon. 10 points for the senior. The senior's playing very well right now. Meyer with 9, Van Order with 10, Shirk the junior with 10, and stepping up and just can't get any shot to fall right now are the Wildcats. The goggle power he couldn't do. And the 3 from Van Order in the corner, rebounded by Jaidi, and Jaidi falling on it, and he gets back to it. No travel, and there is the travel finally. He was rolling around a lot in the lane right there, and I was waiting for that travel call to be called. But it's just crazy to think Pacelli won by 17 at Pacelli in January. Just a little over a month ago, these two teams played. And the rejection, but it's a foul. And Trotz will go to the free throw line. As the foul is on Jaidi here, and that's his first one here tonight. Evan at the line this year. Pretty terrific numbers. And the second one, he just couldn't get it to go, and Jaidi right there on the rebound. They got no answer for the height of him. Badoon over to Meyer. Meyer, few moves, making a man miss him and kick basketball. We'll see who it was touched by. They're going to say it was by Wild Rose, so Pacelli's going to keep it. And inbound from the baseline. Shark receives off Van Order's pass. Van Order to Meyer. Pacelli playing 4 out of their 5 starters right now on the floor. Badoon steps up, and he hits the 13-foot jumper. And Badoon is the 8th different Cardinal to score here in this first half. At this rate, Pacelli might be scoring all of their players in this game. Trotz under 2 minutes to go. Couple of crossover moves. Zacharias hands it over to him, kind of sets a screen. There's just not much ball movement with Wild Rose right now as Trotz gets called on the travel. Badoon going quick with it up the floor. Over to Meyer. Finds Shark. Shark hands it off to Jaidi. And he traveled with it. Logan Meyer gets called on the travel, and today's game is presented by Express Employment. Express Employment Professionals has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. Also by Shoot a Funeral. Shoot a Funeral Home is your local family-owned and operated funeral home. And this is going to be a funeral for Wild Rose, let me tell you. That's tough. The Shoot a Funeral Home is your local family-owned and operated funeral home committed to serving families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable funerals. Shoot a Funeral Home of Stevens Point and Plover. Just a tough night if you're a Wildcat or a Wildcat fan. Trotz at the line for the second time. Went 1 for 2, and as a terrific shooter right now, he is on the struggle bus. a 37-point lead. And we're not even at halftime yet. And he drops this one right through the nylon on the second one. Make sure you guys check out all of our coverage going on right now at ZaleskiSports.com. We got quite a few games going on for that one. Maybe at halftime I'll go over some of those games that we have live coverage of right now, including this one, as Pacelli has been in complete domination over Wild Rose. The bench trying to get their team into it. The student section has had nothing to say about anything at all tonight, and Pacelli's just going to keep hanging on to it as Van Order hands it off to Meyer. Off the screen, Meyer still at half court. I would not be surprised if he pulled one up from the logo. He can shoot it from deep. And now Van Order is at the logo. 10 seconds to go in the half. Trying to set the screen. Does so. Falls over in a foul, and Pacelli's going to get a 1-and-1. And not a good time to have the foul right there if you're Wild Rose, as Logan Erdman gets called on it. Not many positives to take away right now for the Wildcats, but for the Cardinals, a bunch. I mean, almost perfection in this first half. They've had perfection from the free throw line. 7.3 to go. Inbounded to Button. Button finds Zacharias. 4 seconds, 3 seconds now. Zacharias has to rise up, and he just throws one underhanded, and he almost got it to roll in, but the way this night has been going, they're just not going to fall. And this is a outstanding first half from the Pacelli Cardinals, and John Shirk making a couple of adjustments on his defense and really shutting down the Wildcats. It's a 46-8 lead, a 38-point difference going into halftime for the Cardinals. And it's halftime coming up right here. We'll be right back on Zaleski Sports.
To me, the perfect run is when things start to get tough and I'm trying to keep my pace going, and I hit this moment where I just quit thinking about what I'm doing. I've heard surgeons mention that as well, that during their best surgeries, you're kind of in just a pure flow. You know, my goal with patients is to try to help them get back to doing what they want to be doing.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
Oh my gosh!
In today's economy, it seems the value of a dollar continues to shrink, while the services offered are getting less and less. Here at Maher Water Corporation, a new high-efficiency system made by WaterCare can help ease the stress on your checkbook. We are always available to analyze and recommend one of these units.
So while we can't actually make your money grow, we can make the value of what you get from Maher seem like it.
All right, folks, welcome back. It's halftime here in Wild Rose. Our halftime's presented by Rock and Roll Cafe. Treat the whole family to breakfast or lunch at the Rock and Roll Cafe. Mexican and American dishes cooked to perfection daily on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. Also by Spectrum Benefit Solutions. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. What a first half for the Pacelli Cardinals here in this one. This team, the most points they've scored in a game this year, 92. That was against Tri-County. 46 points in that first half, courtesy of two players scoring 12 on the board, and Andrew Van Order and Camden Shirk playing outstanding. And I would say that this Pacelli team right now, they're playing well when they need to. And at this point in the season, this is a good time to start hitting your stride. And especially like what I've referred to, which I know our past commentators and commentary have referred to early on in the year after Jaden Alway ended up getting injured. After that game that they had against Bonduel, or Pittsville, I think. And it was unfortunate that that ended up happening to this team, but this team has really found their stride at the right time. And this team, after losing that regional final to Newman Catholic last year, they are most definitely looking for a vengeance. And vengeance they found, because they played Newman Catholic last time in their last game, 168-52. So that win had to feel really good for their program. So John Shirk doing a great job with this program. As for the Wild Rose Wildcats, I've already mentioned it as we've been going. They just haven't been able to get anything going. The 3 fouls on Evan Trotz really hurt them. And 5 points for Trotz, 3 for Jackson Zacharias to go up to their 8 points. And there isn't much else that has really gone right for the Wildcats. It's been a tough going for them. 3-7 in the South this year. And, I mean, taking a look at the CWC South standings, number 15, Pacelli, right now ranked 2nd in the conference. Allman Bancroft, though, they are that team to beat. And Pacelli had a chance to get a crack at them last week, and they just came up short in that 68-61 loss. But Wild Rose sitting in 5th place. It looks like they're going to lock up 5th place. In the South. But that's going to conclude it for our halftime report. Coming up next is the second half of this one here in Wild Rose, but we'll go through a couple of sponsors before we go. Stop Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Stop Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. And Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthopedics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step. To contact them today. We'll be right back.
Oh my gosh!
In today's economy, it seems the value of a dollar continues to shrink, while the services offered are getting less and less. Here at Maher Water Corporation, a new high-efficiency system made by WaterCare can help ease the stress on your checkbook. We are always available to analyze and recommend one of these units.
So while we can't actually make your money grow, we can make the value of what you get from Maher seem like it.
Welcome back here at Wild Rose. Pacelli Catholic with a dominant lead as we're about to be in the second half. Brendan Retzloff, Joshua Bush here for this one. And Pacelli remains to keep their starters in to begin the second half. So John Shirk's probably going to keep them in for just a couple of minutes or so. Shirk got his own rebound off the miss and somehow got his own pass back too. Almost looking like Lamar Jackson a few weeks ago as Jotty ended up losing it. He's that player who is making that replacement for Jaden Alway this year. Doing everything he can. He's scoreless here tonight, and the rejection from him, though. That's something Alway would do. Trotz, he rises up, and he gets fouled, and I believe this is going to be on Joseph Birch. So Joey gets called for his second personal foul here tonight. And Trotz will take his 2 free throws. A little bit of frustration coming from the senior. The senior guard. 17-17 to go here in the second half. And he goes 0 for 2 to begin the half. Tough. Shirk finds his man, and it is Jotty there with it, making him the 9th different Cardinal to score points here tonight. Shirk and Van Order with 12, Meyer with 9. Travel violation gets called. 5 points for Asher Jordan, 2 for Logan Martin, Joshua Birch, and Melise Badoon. And that was the 46 out of their 48 and a half, and Jotty decides to take the 3, no good. Rebounded, and Van Order with a really high accelerating move, and no one can still get to drop, and there goes the ball out of bounds off of Birch, and Wild Rose to take over. How many chances was Pacelli going to get a crack at that basket? Very, very many. $16:20 to go. Zacharias just tosses one underneath. No good. Shark tried to throw it down, and a little too much from it. I think the ball might have slipped out of his hands as he was going down with it. And now he's kind of grabbing his right shoulder a little bit. Hopefully he's doing all right. That's definitely a guy you don't want to lose with a week left in the season. You know he wants to dunk it. He's had 2 kind of thrown down, but not really the way that you were looking, and a misread of a pass right there from Trotz. Finds Van Order. Nice catch. He might have stepped out of bounds. They caught him with the travel, though. Out of bounds or travel pretty close. And it looks like Jacob Lund is really taking over the coaching of this Wild Rose team right now. And Pacelli's going to take it. And it's Birch. Joseph Birch up to 4 points here tonight. Joey thought about throwing it down. The crowd wanted a throwdown from him. Erdman had a wide open player down low. I'm very surprised. Erdman's going to take the 3 from the corner. No good. Wild Rose right now just not making the right decisions with their passes. Up by 42, and Shark, he's in the corner. Birch with the rebound. Van Order with a nice fake. Rebounded by Trotz. We'll see if he tries to take it himself here from the free throw line. Pulls up and can't finish it. Jotty finds Shirk on the outside. Back to Meyer at top of the key. Meyer between the legs, spinning around. Back step. Step back, Jay, no good. Rebounded by Erdman. Erdman and Trotz trotting down the court. Trotz now with a nice move, a high reverse. And that one almost went over the backboard as he got fouled by Zach. Zach Jide with his second personal here tonight. And Trotz goes back to the free throw line. And couldn't get this one to fall. Today's game is presented by Farner Asphalt. Want to make excellent seasonal money in a short window of time this spring, summer, and fall? Joining Farner Asphalt, your locally owned leader in pavement contracting. Farner is the industry leader in quality service and, most importantly, safety. Take advantage of these excellent seasonal wages and apply today at farnerasphalt.com. Also by SC Swiderski, an SCS apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, the Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit scswiderski.com for more. And the three for Meyer, no good. What a rebound by Birch. Finds Van Order, over to Shirk. Shirk into the lane, finds Jide, and he puts one right into the basket. Pacelli with the ball movement that is just too much to handle right now for Wild Rose. Bowen looking around. Now Wild Rose playing from the perimeter, sets something up. Bowen had a chance to pull up there, but it's going to be a difficult task, and 3 seconds in the lane gets called on Jaden King. I don't know why Wild Rose isn't trying to get the ball down low to Jaden King. He has a lot of height in him to be able to maybe play off of a mismatch, which he was there. They're just not feeding him the ball. Frustrating night if you're a Wild Rose fan. Shirk finds his man. Nice hesitation move. Working his way into the lane is Logan Martin for 2 more. With just about 13 minutes to go here in this one. Bowen, a little too risky of a pass off the tip. And Zacharias has to get it across the court, and he does after the tip. And Van Order tried to intercept it. Erdman couldn't handle it. Erdman finds his man down low. It's King, and King finally puts one in. I think they might have been listening to me. That is exactly what you got to do if you're Wild Rose. Give it to your big man. And Shirk, that's just too easy for Camden. 14 points for the junior. We'll see if they try to incorporate King again in this play on offense as Wild Rose. They got a lot of numbers on that left-hand side of the floor. Now they're starting to space out a little more. Zacharias, what in the... He's going for those Steph Curry acrobatic type of shots. Martin over to, what a pass and find. The assist from Shirk to Braden Flaker. And Flaker is the 10th different Pacelli Cardinal to score a basket. We'll be right back, 11:52 on Zaleski Sports.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
And we are back in Wild Rose, everybody. Today's game is presented by Point Brewing. The Stevens Point Brewery is a proud sponsor of local high school athletics. Experience the many refreshing flavors of Point Gourmet sodas. Handcrafted in small batches, each flavor is perfected for your enjoyment. From tasty black cherry cream to the world famous Point root beer, every bottle is in the house. Pacelli with a 47-point lead. Just unheard of right now. And a foul on the corner. We'll see if they got King on it here. They're actually going to get Erdman, and that's his third. Trotz had 3 fouls with about 9 minutes left in the first half. He's still at 3 fouls. So he's been doing a good job of keeping his frustrations within. Meyer over to Martin. Martin hands it off to Asher Jordan. Almost traveled with it. Able to maintain it. And now it's Meyer into the lane and accelerates in fashion, in style. 11 minutes remain here in this one. Pacelli about to get up by 50. What a rejection on the defense. Pacelli with a 3-on-1 up the floor. Meyer to Shirk, the alley-oop. Oopsie daisy. And they now have a 51-point lead. And this crowd is very, very quiet here in Wild Rose. Zacharias kind of he drew the foul. Not sure who they ended up getting on it. They say it's Braden Flaker. Trotz between defenders, spinning around. Nice move by Trotz. And that's his first nicely looking basket we've seen here tonight. The bench of Wild Rose trying to get a little bit into it here. Nice ball moving from the Cardinals again. What a burn. Martin just ended up burning Jaden King to the floor. Took a couple of steps forward, and that's all she wrote. Zacharias, we'll see him going into the lane again with a looping pass. Erdman, greatly defended, and Trotz behind the arc, almost picked off by Meyer. What a move by Zacharias, and he couldn't get it to go, and King couldn't get to fall either, and Pacelli with the rebound. Martin's gonna pull up and hits. 8 points tonight for Logan. Zacharias again, they're drawing the foul, and I think they're gonna get Flaker again. And they did get Flaker. Today's game is brought to you by Point Heating. Point Heating and Clean in Stevens Point and Plover with more than 100 years of making your home and business comfortable. Call Point Heating and Clean or visit pointheating.com. And buy Home Furniture as Flaker steals it and puts one into the basket again. Home Furniture, turn your house into a home and shop Home Furniture. Home Furniture on Grand Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids and Post Road in Plover. And a 3 for Logan Erdman. That's the second three-pointer of the night for Wild Rose. And Meyer thought he missed it, but able to make it right in the nylon. 70-16 lead for the Cardinals. The way Pacelli's playing right now, they have a very possible chance of putting 90 on the board. Zacharias now kicks it outside to Erdman. You'd have to say he's got the hot hand. He just made the 3. Trotz underneath, rejected. They're going to say a foul, though. Not on the shot here. They got Braden Flaker again. The official ended up holding up a 3-2 for 32, but he meant 23. Zacharias double teamed and just nothing in there for him. Trotz with the accelerating move. That was a nicely done move. Very crafty from the senior. 70-18. A lot more offense for Wild Rose here. Pacelli off the miss. Last touch by the Wildcats out of bounds, and the Cardinals will inbound from their baseline. Egg Country Farm Credit Services is a farmer-owned co-op offering a wide array of custom financing and financial services. Contact Egg Country in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford today. Shirk into the corner. Goes to take the top route instead of the bottom. He definitely could have accelerated past Zacharias there. Zacharias playing the point guard now. Over to Trotz. Erdman looking around for his man and finds him. And it's Noam Schild. So there's double goggles power for Wild Rose here in the second half. And Schild and Erdman, both the big men down low as well. And the last touched by Wild Rose out of bounds, and we got a few substitutions being made here as the clock is finally ticking. So this one's gonna end pretty early. Once again, folks, be sure to check out ZaleskiSports.com for all those matchups that are going on here this evening on this fine Friday. Here in the final week of the boys' regular season of basketball. Hockey's in the playoffs. Girls basketball, they just concluded their regular season, so their playoffs coming up here next week. Pretty big. King finds Zacharias. Zacharias kicks it out. 5:30 to go. And this one's going to end a lot earlier than we were anticipating. And a charge on Trotz, and that's his fourth. As it was a nice move by Asher Jordan to draw it exactly how the doctor drew it up. Badoon, Asher Jordan in the corner, and he hits nylon. 8 points tonight for Asher. Schild rises up, and he drops one in there. So Braden Schild, the sophomore, he gets his first basket of the night. Asher Jordan thought about it, and now taking the three and banking it into the basket is Mitchell Grover. Wow. He's still laughing about that one. And the parents are also having lots of laughs about it. A banked three-pointer, you don't see that often. 76-20, and a big collision. My goodness, that looked painful. Trotz took not just one shot to the head, he took a second one. And Grover got called on it. Only 2 more players for the Cardinals on their roster have to score, and every single player scores in this game. 3:40 to go. Nice free throw made there by Trotz. 76-23. And this one getting put up no good. Rebounded by the Wildcats. How about these upcoming schedules for these teams? For next week, Pacelli's going to be at Shiocton on the 19th, and then on the 22nd, they'll be taking on Port Edwards in their conference finale, that one taking place at Pacelli Catholic. And how about for the Wild Rose Wildcats? They will be playing against Elkhart Lake. That one's going to take place at the Oshkosh Herd Arena. So pretty neat venue that they'll get to play at there. And then on the 22nd, they'll be taking on Almond, and Almond is not a team that this team's going to want to be facing. Almond is a force to be reckoned with. Some substitutions being made again. My correction from earlier, it was Braden Kirwan who ended up making that one basket. It wasn't Schild. Two different players fall to the floor. It was Schild and Jordan. Badoon goes up the floor. And we have a timeout, 30 seconds taken by Pacelli. We're just going to leave things here with you guys, as I'm sure the substitutions are going to be made. And we're going to see if Pacelli can get all their players to score here in this game. Today's game is brought to you by Maida. When it comes to customized apparel or your local sports team apparel, turn to Maida in Stevens Point. From corporate outings to outfit your club or sports team, Maida has all you can need. And by Hoff Favor Real Estate of Andy Hoff and Cindy LaChapel of Hoff Favor Real Estate Group are your local Stevens Point realtors. That's Andy Hoff and Cindy LaChapel of Hoff Favor Real Estate. Badoon over to Grover, kicks it outside. And this is Nicholas Grywax in the game. My apologies if I got the last name incorrect. We typically do not see some of these players go to the floor, but it's some good floor time for these guys. Gives them a little bit more experience. You always gotta love that. And the parents of those kids also really have to love that the most. High bounce pass. And, I mean, there's also the substitutions that were made by Wild Rose here. As Bowen still in, over to Schild. Schild finds, this is Evan New. Evan New in his Justin Bieber era. I mean, the hairstyle is pretty dead even. Final minute here in Wild Rose. And then it'll be our Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Taken by the Cardinals and rises, and the and one for Lucas Hammerly. Hammer down on that. The clock will pause with 33.4. I'm surprised they didn't just leave it running. Yeah, Joshua and I both wanted that clock to be running. But, yeah, we thank all of our folks for tuning into this game tonight. I know this outcome was not the one that many people were really expecting, but, I mean, that happens sometimes in the game of basketball. Just stay tuned for our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. And stolen again, it's Hammerly. Hammerly the 3-on-1 up the floor and putting one up. Basket waved off as it's a travel on Grant Hinker. Hinker, he's the other player from the deep bench in for Pacelli. And the final 15 seconds, maybe Wild Rose can get a buzzer beater here. End the night with some good hopes. And I don't think that's going to be the case. I think the game's going to end right here. And 3 seconds to go. Oh, they do. They do get it off. And Schild rises up, banks it, and he had a chance. And it's no good. How about that? The final score, 79-24. Pacelli all over Wild Rose. Here in this one, coming up next is our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy, get your fresh cheese curds made daily. Marshfield Curtis or NasonvilleDairy.com. Pacelli goes to 16-6 on the year, 9-2 in conference play. Wild Rose falls to 6-16 and 3-8. And we'll be right back for our postgame show.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
All right, folks. Welcome back to the Nasonville Dairy Postgame Show. Brendan Retzloff, head coach John Shirk with us. Congrats on the win, Coach. You guys seem to be hot and getting hot at the right moment. I know that not winning the conference, it stings a little bit, but I'm sure that gives you guys a little more heat to the fire, if you will.
Yeah, obviously it's disappointing not winning conference. You know, we had a lot of adversity this year, but we fought through pretty good. You know, I'm proud of the coaching staff and the players, you know, for making sure that we still stay on track. Things could have gone south for us, and right now we're playing some pretty good basketball. You know, tonight I thought our defense pretty much ran everything tonight. So it was a good team effort. Everyone had their hands on the ball defensively, offensively. Everybody had their hands on the ball. I'm just proud of the chemistry tonight for the boys. So we brought Martin out here tonight. Martin came off the bench, had a lot of smooth baskets, just had a good flow of the game, and some key plays. So
yeah, you guys played an outstanding game tonight. The 79 points in this one, but 48, just an explosion in that first half, coming from all of your guys. And I would say, yeah, you only had two other players on your roster who didn't score. So the sharing of the basketball was amazing. you guys did a great job on defense, like you said. You went through all the schemes, it looked like. I saw you played 3-2 zone to begin, then to man, and it was all just clicking for you guys.
Yeah, we changed it up a little bit, trying to get, to get down to the stretch in the playoffs. You might need to throw something out once in a while. So you want to kind of get into the flow now before the end of the season, just to make sure that our guys know from the bench what they're hearing to jump into it quick. But I'll let you talk to Martin for us tonight. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, congrats on the win, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, congrats on this win, Martin. It was pretty amazing from you guys. You in this game, 8 points, coming off the bench. Well, I mean, what was it within you tonight, Logan?
I don't know. It was just a good game, and we all played and passed the ball good, so it was just a good game, yeah.
And coming up next, you guys have Shiocton coming up, but one more week in the regular season before the playoffs. I mean, how much are you looking forward to what's coming next?
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be fun. It's definitely going to be a challenge once we get through a few games, but then, we got the ability, so I think we can do it.
And John said you guys are getting hot at the right moment. I was saying it in the broadcast. You guys are finding your stride in the right time come playoff time. Still not sure what seed you guys are going to be, maybe a 2 or a 3. Yep. But, I mean, going into the playoffs with a lot of momentum going forward for you guys, how much of a fire is lit in you guys for not being able to take down that Alman Bancroft team?
I mean, I think we're pretty fired up. I think we're going to get at it once we hopefully get against Alman in the semifinals or whatever. But, yeah, it's going to be a challenge.
And then you guys got one more conference game after Shiocton, Port Edwards, and that one, what's it going to take to get 10 wins in conference play?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really to look past. It's going to be a tough game to play hard, but I think we can do it.
I'll put you in the highlight house. Congrats on the win, man.
Thank you. I'm Logan Martin, and I'm in the house. There you go.
Nice job. All right, folks. Well, Brendan Retzloff, Joshua Bush, that's going to do it for us here. You can check out all of our other coverage on ZaleskiSports.com, where you can see all of the other games live right now, which I'm sure that there are a bunch of them because this game got done a lot earlier than we expected. So from all of us here at Zaleski Sports, thanks for tuning in. Pacelli with a 79-24 win over the Wild Rose Wildcats. The Cardinals looking to take down Shiocton coming up next week. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you guys next time. Good night.